Okay, anybody who flies knows the drill. Turn off all electronic devices during takeoff and landing. But how many times have you cheated, really, secretly tapped out a text or an email when you think the coast is clear? And how many times have you paused to ask yourself, what harm does it really do? Well, we've wondered about that ourselves. So we asked Tom Costello, who covers aviation for us, to look into it.
Travel on any airline, any destination, the message is the same.
There are certain electronic devices, though, that can interfere with the aircraft's navigational system and may not be used on board at any time.
So can mobile devices really interfere with an aircraft's radios or sensitive electronics?
I don't think an iPhone can bring down an airplane.
The answer is maybe. At a Boeing test center in Seattle, engineers laid out a variety of mobile devices for us, then scanned for interference. Within seconds, noise from the devices showed up in red.
You see a lot more interference.
That interference is coming from the video screens and internal computer chips, not cell transmitters. Turning on a cell phone creates bigger headaches.
If that signal couples onto wiring, it may affect an aircraft system.
We worked on this issue for about 5 years.
Boeing's Dave Carson chaired an investigative committee that included airlines, aircraft manufacturers, and the government looking at electronic interference. Is there any evidence that electronics have ever contributed to a crash or even a serious incident?
There is no conclusive evidence. There's stories that when followed through we have been unable to prove.
Investigators in New Zealand suspect, but never proved, that a pilot's cell phone call home may have caused his plane to crash in 2003, killing 8. Other pilots have reported navigational equipment problems until passengers turned off their devices. It's not just the electronics on the flight deck that are a concern. A modern aircraft has antennas and wiring above, below, and throughout that could be vulnerable. While today's aircraft are tested and certified to withstand some electronic interference, safety demands little to no interference during takeoff and landing.
All cellular phones need to be in the off position.
The potential for interference at just the wrong moment. Tom Costello, NBC News, Seattle.